Hey everyone, Edgy Berserker here. Hey, it's been a while on the art channel. I did some shorts though. You saw some arts. I'm gonna kind of do a mix of shorts and that for these, but of course, I'm happy to report I finished another sketchbook. As you can see from the cover there, I got fancy with some acrylic markers. And you notice the date, it says 2010. I'll explain. There's a point where it just stops and then it starts up again, like, I don't know, 10 years later. Whoops. But yeah, basically we're just checking out the sketchbook. This cover for the longest time has been a shitty Sharpie marker drawing, like just real bad. It wasn't great, and then I decided, you know what, because then, like, I'd say like a few months ago, my sister gave me some Ohuhu acrylic markers, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, let's make this cover better, since I was filling up this book and it looks a lot better. I actually varnished it, so this bad boy is ready to go. So let's check out the first page. And it's just garbage, don't worry about it, it's just the best stuff. Now, okay, so this, I knew it was 2010 because I remember that was around the time I was taking a trip to Toronto to go down to, basically, OCAD, just to check it out. And, this is the train station I just sat and drew. Because I stopped off at, like, I forgot what the art store is called. Above Ground, I want to say? Something like that. The art store near OCAD, and I picked up some supplies, including this book, including at the time, this Copic burgundy pen. But yeah, that's the train. This one, I'm trying to remember a song name, so I wrote it down, and also just some sketches of just some characters. Nothing special. Yeah, you can tell my art style evolved since that time, though. Holy moly. An old sketch of my old cat, Micho, just sleeping. That's not a great sketch, but it was also rough, so whatever. I didn't date these either, but I just kind of remember from some of the stuff. Because also, Metalocalypse, Toki with a cat dancing, singing happily. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we drew that. And another one with him and the kitty, looking happy. I love Metalocalypse, still need to see the new one, but that's okay. This is a watercolor book, by the way. This is like one of my like old OCs. I don't even remember their name. And then me just wiping out some marker that I had on there. Whoopsie doodle. Let me just zoom this out just a touch. There we go. All right. And I would think I was like writing a code for something down there. I don't know what that is. Just more like faces. Nothing really special. Just some sketches of one of my OCs. Again, trying to remember names of things while also writing in a sketchbook. You know, it happens to the best of us. Again, there's more of that. More like notes of things. I definitely think this was during a desert bus because it was like songs that they were playing and I was trying to remember them while I was sketching. I don't know what happened to this sketch here. Obviously, I must have hated it if I ripped it out. But here, I also know what year it is. Like, this is probably around 2012 at this point. Because this is a League of Legends character. I used to play around that time. And this is just, I was checking out my Holbein Payne's Gray, and that's all I used for this painting here. So that's all it is. I was just trying to refine at the time, which was fine. And then what's funny is this was a drawing of Soraka from League of Legends. As you can see, it's nice and shiny. Now, the thing is, the line art was done back in this time, like 2012-ish. But the painting was done, I'm going to say probably 2021. Because this is my Koi art watercolor, like, neon palette, which has some metallics, as you can see. It's kind of nice, though. But, yeah. Eyeball. I don't remember what material I used. I think it's like a watercolor pencil of some sort. I don't know what brand or whatever. But, yep. Hold on. Just a rainbow in a circle. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just getting frustrated. Ron from Toshinden. Here's another one, more refined drawn. And then a giant fish. I think this was done with Crayola washable markers, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is where we're getting now. All of a sudden, fast forward to like probably 2021-ish, I'm gonna say, hold on. Yep, 2021. I got my koi palette. I was just experimenting with gradients and whatnot, including some stuff down there, if you can see. And so, then I was just doing some little watercolor studies. When I do little watercolor studies, I literally just look up like scenery and I just work on it. So this was definitely with the neons, but it turned out nice. So like, I don't know how this is gonna turn out on video, but I think it like just turned out nice because I don't often do these type of artworks. But again, just, you know, do studies, practice. It's fun. Another one I did, and this time it was, I think it was just multiple palettes, just to kind of give it that, and of course the metallic for the moon. I was very proud of that. Because again, I don't do a lot of background stuff. Ooh, my sunset. I really like this sunset. Yeah, this is around September 28th, so yeah, this makes sense. Because I would have bought art supplies around that time because all the back to school sales came on, and we know how much those are good. Alright. More gradients. This time I use more like you can tell it's a little straighter because I used like washi tape to kind of keep it straight. Just faffed around and made like a little phoenix with all those paints that I have. Overall, I actually say I kind of enjoyed doing that. Like, sometimes it's just fun to let loose and just, you know, let your mind go where it needs to go. Not a great beach, but I tried. Then I was just getting like weird with like the shapes, and I was like, let's try a forest in a triangle, and I still like how it turned out. Let's just get in close there just so you can see. Oh, I actually really like how this one turned out. Another forest. Yeah, just use, again, that's the neon palette with some black, so I'm very proud of that. It's funny how what you can do with like a neon palette also. I don't know what the hell that is. That's just me probably like cleaning off brushes and that, I don't know. And this is me just testing out, I think these were my core watercolors. I was just testing them out, playing around with them. I'm gonna admit though, after doing some more serious stuff on this paper's not great, but it did what it needed to do. For a little field notebook, not bad. Again, this is more like just playing around and all that. I drew Sanji and then colored him with like those mild liners. That was fun. This was, I don't know what this was. I think, yeah, I don't know what this was. It wasn't good though. This was checking out my Daniel Smith, I think it's called, I forget, something raspberry. And you can see it's kind of like a duotone. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but it's like orange in one angle, but then it has that nice like raspberry purplish pink. So, been learning to use metallics and accents lately. Oh, this time we got some swatchy swatches and also more Sanji from One Piece because, yeah, this is around this year suddenly. I just like big old jump because I found the sketchbook. I'm like, you know what? Let's fill it up. This is some gradients, practicing with like mixing. I think I was mixing Davy's gray with these and I came up with a nice little palette. This was something else, but I wasn't happy with it at all that I covered it up with watercolor grout and then just played with metallics and I don't know. It's just fun to goof around. More goofing off, more just testing out watercolors. That was me in acrylic inks playing around. Getting, I guess, abstract? I don't know. Me attempting to figure out the formula on how to use frickin' those liquid masks, like liquid frisk. Didn't work. Alright, some more gradients and Moonless from Fear and Hunger. You're going to see a samey sketch again because, oh geez, more gradients and more Moonless, same pose. Only this is more of the Davies gray mixes. So, like you can see, it just kind of mutes it, which is nice. And this one was done with some Stedler aquarelle pencil crayons I found. I just really like the palette of them, and yeah, like I found them singly. They were just selling them off because it was old stock. And this was checking out the Holbein Traditional colors of Japan, the Itatori, I think it's called. I only got the one palette, but look at that silver. Oh my god. I did more practice with these, but, you know, gouache and squash. I'm learning how to use the, more water-soluble ones instead of the, acrylic ones, I guess is a good way to put it. That's just more practice. More practice with those Stedler pencils, but again, see how nice that palette is, though. I don't know. Might do something with that at some point for watercolor talk. This was just me with, okay, I have a beef with you, Liquitex and your acrylic markers. Look at the shine on that. That's insane. Now, this has like a matte, like, this has varnish on it, so it does have a little bit of a sheen, but that's not as shiny as this. And we'll compare more, because I think I have more with the Ohuhu. But yeah, this was with the Liquitex acrylic markers. I do not like them at all. I'm not a fan. More Moonless, just a sketch. Oh, this was me testing out the Karen Dosh. I think they're Neocolor too, the water-soluble ones, crayons. I'm gonna have fun with those. This was with, like, remember that Candyman painting I did a while back? This was just those watercolor pencils. I just want to see how they worked on here. Hey, here's the Ohuhu one. Notice how it's not as shiny. Like, this is a little shiny, but it's not, like, unbearable like the Liquitex. And here's, like, the actual, like, palette swatches of them. The metallics have more of a shine. The other ones kind of are more matte, but still sometimes have a bit of a shine, but nothing too offensive. And let's see. All right, this was more of the acrylic markers. I was just playing around with washi tape. This is Himi gouache. I was just playing around. I don't know what I was trying to paint. I tried and I failed, and that's okay. Again, that's just more like playing around. I think I was just on the phone with this. Nothing special. And I just ended up drawing a bunch of these goofy little guys. Little cat guys. It's fine. There's another cat guy. Again, like I said, I've been drawing a lot of the goofy little guys. Giant crow. I think I don't know what I was using for that. I think that's the fine point on the Ohuhu acrylic marker, actually. This was just using those Peerless watercolor sheets I have. I wanted to just try them out, and I really like them, actually. I'm going to definitely play around with them more, because they do have a nice palette, I gotta say. Ah, okay, what you didn't see, this was the first ones I did for Fungertober. But then as I got better, I realized, oh no, these don't look as good as the new ones. So I redid Dan and Marina, because I felt like I did them dirty in these two drawings. And as you saw, we got Bella and Karen. Again, I love Fear and Hunger too. But yo, there's warnings at the start of the game. Heed them. They are not messing around. So just heads up on that. Not for kids. There's Marco and Olivia. Actually, hold on. With Bella and Karen, I believe I used my palette that I made, which has the Daniel Smith and the Holbeins. This one I did, this one's with my Daniel Smiths. This one's done with the Peerless, because you can tell the colors are just a little brighter. And this was using my Holbeins. And so we got now Osa and Levi. Levi. And then there we go. There's Dan and Marina. This one was done with my new Kiritaki palette I got, actually, where it's more like pastel-y. It's like called like Retro Japan, I believe. And it's a gorgeous palette, as you can see. These are like a lot of the colors from them, and they just look great. And we got Pav and Tanaka. This one was done with my Holbein's Daniel Smiths. This one was done with the core ones, and I liked how they laid down on this paper, because this paper struggled. It struggled so hard, but it did its best. You can kind of see at the bottom, especially, where it kind of messes up. I'll see if I like have any that show through the other side a bit. But here's some Samari and Henrik. This one was, I think both of these are the cores, watercolors. And I also just use purple acrylic ink for the line art. There's oh, what's his name? Shit. August and Caligari and yep, more core. This one I know is done with my palette though, my Holbein Daniel Smith palette. Pocket Cat and oh god, what's his name? Perkel. These were also done with my palettes. You can tell just because of the mineral. That's mineral purple, so it has more of like a gradient, I guess is a good way to put it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Granulation, that's the word. And I know just because I have a lot of greens and none of them are blinding me right now that it's done with the right one. And this is the two-page, Edgy can talk, the two-page spread of the Kaiser, aka Lagarde, one of the final bosses. I figured I'd just do that one as the bonus two-page spread. So yeah, I really liked how this one turned out. I messed up right up here because I put yellow, but it blended out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was gonna do it with the original Fear and Hunger characters, so I did Darce there, and I was using the Derwent graphite tint watercolor palette, but then I was like, I don't want to, so I just started doing forest studies again. So I was just drawing spooky forests. This one was with the Arteza water palette, I guess. It's like the ocean or whatever it's called. This one was done with the Derwent pastels, and I managed to turn like cutesy, fluffy, girly pastel into kind of a haunting Silent Hillish forest. This is more with the graph tint. I really like how they look. I don't know, it's just a nice tone to them. This one was with Prismacolor watercolor pencils, and this one was done with... No, wait, this was done with Karen Dosh Neocolor 2s. This one was done with Prismacolors. And then back to the neon palette. I just finished off the sketchbook with just, you know, I guess I was just listening to the Hard Ticket to Hawaii theme song a lot. And it's just that's a very bad palm tree, but I don't care. And that's everything. Hey, I was just doing a gouache mix there. They put an envelope here for some reason. This did have like a thing to wrap around it, but that kind of fell apart. But that was another sketchbook tour. Yeah, these are fun to do. I have 2 more that are almost getting there again, which is crazy. I love it though. And I'm just trying to finish up sketchbooks before I crack open a new one, because I have too many unused sketchbooks or unfinished. This was one of the unfinished ones, so I'm very happy to see that it's finally done. I can put it on the shelf. This is nice and varnished, so it's not going to fall apart. So everyone, thanks for indulging me for a few minutes. Just do another sketchbook tour. I'll get more art ones going. I actually have a neat idea that I want to do where I have 4 sets of 12 pencil crayons. Different brands, all almost the same colors, not quite. Let's compare them. I think I'm going to do that for the pencil crayon talk, so that'll be a lot of fun. So okay, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. This is Edgy Berserker signing off. Remember to stay creative, and I'll see you all later. Bye now.